1829, we weren't talking about microprocessors and smartphones. You can imagine what was going on in 1829 in Europe. But our founders were industrialists and academics, and they came together to make sure that industry had the type of engineers they need to do other things than military efforts that Napoleon was pushing other students to go into for his own military needs and conquering different parts of the world. They actually wanted people, our founders wanted young people who could go into industry and solve some of the complex problems. Today, we ask Centrale Paris graduates to work on the 21st century issues that we all know about. Transportation, environment, healthcare, water issues, etc. We ask them and we train them for a global society to be able to be operational the moment they step out of the school, and even before. Training leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators through a unique, harmonious blend of technical engineering education with a strong basis in mathematics and physics, but also, as Benit Nair was saying, through management studies. They also study finance, they also study project management. We put them through several leadership courses, human sciences, language courses. We want to prepare global citizens. We want to prepare globally professional engineers. 3 values at Ecole Centrale, Paris, that we will bring to India with us for this adventure. The multidisciplinary education. A Centrale engineer is not an electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, civil engineer in the traditional sense of the word. He becomes a Centrale engineer. And we often say that engineering is not a job. It's a training program. And what you do with that training program is up to you. We have students graduate who start in aviation, work there for a few years, and then they might move on to a bank or a consulting agency. We've had priests, jazz musicians, singers, and many other profiles, ranging from André from the Peugeot family, from the Michelin family, Gustave Eiffel, who built the Eiffel Tower, is a graduate of Centrale, the current CEO of Christian Dior, the current CEO of Air Liquide, and many other leaders. All of them trained in the Centrale multidisciplinary way. Second value is enterprise. Since 1829, we have been very close to industry. Now, often when I talk to Indian colleagues about what does that mean, being close to industry, you let industry tell you what to do? No. But we have been close to industry to make sure that they have the type of engineers they need for what they are doing for the market, and now the global market. Companies work closely with us to help us govern our institute. In Paris, we have a board of 45 members. More than half of them come from industry. They help us with our strategy, they help us with our curriculum design. They hire our graduates, they take our interns, and our students are, of course, exposed to this professional environment at all times. Our students also must do at least about 8 months of internships, actual fellowships in companies where they have responsible jobs. We often tease and say you're going to be making photocopies for 3 months, but no, of course they're not. They're working in very managerial engineering type positions of great responsibility for their young age. And this is part of the professionalization process. Third value, international. Multidisciplinary, enterprise. Number 3 is international. All of our students at Centrale Paris, for example, must work or study abroad for at least 6 months. Most of them spend at least a year abroad, and some of them even 2.5 years, studying and or working. And they attend courses at our different partner institutes around the world. In India, we are partnered with IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai, IIT Kanpur, and IISc Bangalore. In the UK, we work with Cambridge and Imperial College, for example. In the States with Stanford and Cornell, and around the world, many different countries. We give them a global experience. It's absolutely compulsory. We have a global outreach as an institution. We have set up We set up in 2005 a complete 6-year engineering program leading to a master's in Beijing. So we have Centrale Beijing, 750 students in that program, studying 70% in French, which is often surprising. Don't worry, we won't do that here. It will be in English, but we will have French lessons as part of the curriculum, and there will be a level that students must achieve. And we're also putting a school in Morocco next summer. The next step is India. Why India? We at Centrale say as part of our international strategy that we go where the future is being built. We're in China, it's time to come to India. The future is being built here. Reason number 2, we go where there are excellent students and a high selectivity of students. And number 3, we have our goal of reaching out to corporations who need the type of profiles that we provide at Ecole Centrale. And we have heard over and over again in the last few years in India that the type of holistic, soft skill engineers that we produce with a good technical background as part of their baggage is what India needs at the moment. I've talked to IITs and they tell us that a great percentage of their education now has nothing to do with the students' actual field, but they're also training people in this way, managers and leaders. This is what we plan to do here. The Indian market is calling for it. We're very proud to be a part of this project. We'd like to thank our partners, Tech Mahindra. We've had fantastic contact and worked wonderfully with you for the last 2 years on this project. This launch is very, very special to us. Thanks to JNTU and the Vice Chancellor for working with us as well. This tripartite partnership will make us all the stronger. Thank you very much.